Whose is this?
I don't know. I'm
Trying to think of his name.
This is Mr. Shank's GTR.
Yep,
and
so y'all haven't seen it on the channel. This is his brand new GTR, and he's letting the wizard on his computer here to screw with it.
If you've been paying attention on Evan's channel, we've already done downpipes, exhaust. It's all Army Trick stuff. Cobb intakes, Cobb access port, obviously. Deutschwerks injectors, Deutschwerks pumps, and all the Cobb flex fuel, Cobb fuel pressure monitoring, Cobb CAN bus integration, all that stuff. So
that's awesome. And we're going to be doing a GTR clutch today too, right?
Yep.
So we're going to do the GTR clutch, and then we're going to come back to this thing here in a little bit.
It's bouncing all over right now.
All right, let's get to it.
Yes? Am I good?
All right, welcome back to another episode.
He's just looking at the camera all funny. I didn't know if it was time to go.
All right, go ahead and go. Do it right now.
Hey guys, Ethan with Trackstar Motorworks. Got another episode of Tuned for you. Today we're going to be working on this GT. Alright. Hey guys, it's Ethan with Trackstar Motorworks. Welcome to another episode of Tuned. Today we are going to be looking at the transmission from one of these GTRs. That is the GR6 transmission, and I have in pieces on the ground behind me the three different components. Alright guys, so here are the three main components of the GR6 transmission. Back here we have the differential, and this whole thing is sitting opposite of how it would sit in the car. So this is the rearmost portion, the differential, pretty simple, not too much going on inside of there. I have replaced the differential on one of these where they crack and puke all the fluid out. So that's about the only problem you'll run into back here. But that's a big power, launching at the track, you know, slicks and stuff. So the center section, this is the main section where all the gears actually reside. This is the section that we had damage in on this car that we're working on. Fourth gear and parts of third gear had teeth missing and chewed up. So we have an entirely different center section of another trans that we're going to be replacing for his car. Then finally we have in the nose cone here, we have the actual clutch basket. That's this guy. Inside of there is a multi-clutch system, and that's what we're going to be replacing those and updating them with heavy-duty stuff. This is the ETS unit, which also has clutches inside of it, and that's in charge of transferring power to the front wheels when slip is detected or just during normal operation. And then here is some more electronics, couple solenoids, and then there's pressure sensors on the back side of that we need to access. So we'll change out the pressure sensors and the clutches, and then that piece will be ready to go back on and put everything together and in the car. Okay, so here we have that nose cone piece, and right now we're removing the electronic section, as I mentioned. We've got the two pressure sensors that we're going to replace on that section, and once we have this portion off, then we'll gain access to the clutch basket. So there's that guy, and there's the two pressure sensors that I held just a moment ago. Replacing those with some upgraded Jax transmissions ones. All the parts that we're using are from Jax transmissions, the clutch set as well. Okay, so we got the snap ring out of the center there. Now we should be able to yank this whole clutch basket out. Go ahead, almost. I'm gonna let you by yourself. Here we go, and out she comes. So here is our clutch basket. Inside of the stock clutch basket, there are 12 friction sets, and then our upgraded stuff is actually 14 discs over here. So we're going to open this up, get these out, put these in, take our measurements, make sure all the clearances are correct, and then we'll get that back in there.
This is a Ryan Little production.
got the all the clutches are in, and now I just want to double check that we have the right amount of clearances here. And what that entails is pushing some of these plates together and then measuring the clearance, and then opening them up and then measuring the clearance. I've already measured this one, and we're sitting right at about the 2 millimeters that we desire to be at. Those specs are available online if anybody's trying to do that. But yeah, we have a little bit of play there. We have a little bit of play there. You don't want it too tight. You don't want it too loose. We're gonna definitely do a clutch relearn when this goes back together, which is absolutely required for the upgraded clutch set. But yeah, this amount of play seems good to me. That's on par with others that we know have worked well. Sorry, I parked a little close there. Be careful. So one thing that we'll definitely have to get to is the bell housing rattle is pretty bad on this. Like, it's going to need some attention. I'm hoping it doesn't fail in some kind of way, but it makes a lot. It's the worst sounding bell housing that I have heard.
Is that a common issue on these?
Yeah, it's extremely common. I would say it's like practically 100%
Failure
occurrence of, yeah. I got that logging. That was a boost cut.
Mr. Evan Shanks, what are you doing to
Yeah,
us?
I'm gonna blame Evan on this one. I think I had him tighten up all the hose clamps, and obviously you see there that's popped off. So I think that might be responsible for the bank-to-bank difference that I was seeing. Maybe it was like leaking a little bit of boost right there. So
Yep.
I'll get that back on, and we should be a-okay.
Back on the road. All right, I am so sorry, but we were busy playing with the other GTR, and Jason was busy over here working, and we missed a couple steps, but the whole transmission is pretty much already put back together again.
You didn't
Ready
miss
to go.
anything too exciting there.
Too
but,
exciting, yeah, that's not exciting.
The important parts we covered, the clutches, and then he did the pressure switches in there. But yeah, so aside from, we need to clean up the valve body. That's the only part that's not installed in the transmission right now.
Okay.
We need to clean that up, install the one new pressure sensor in that, and then, I don't know, we should have a running car a little bit later.
All right, sweet. Okay, so we fixed the intake pipes. Ethan's looking at that previous run real quick, and I think he's making a few changes, and we're gonna go do another street run real quick.
Definitely not doing it beside them.
Boy, he sure did like this thing.
They were really excited. Probably thought it was Evan right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's Evan Shanks. Well, that felt better. Disengage warp speed.
All right.
That felt pretty good.
That was a good log too. Like that
Yeah.
was. I got a few good tidbits. Back to the shop.
Nothing gets Ethan off more than a good log.
Oh, I like that. I like it. That was some good information.
Oh, yes.
Nothing gets me turned on like good information. It gets like Like no joke, like 40 degrees hotter back there.
Yeah, it's real hot. All right, let's see what type of power it did now on pump gas. Dang.
Not quite done there.
Not quite there, but getting there.
Not quite all the RPMs and not quite all the
Cojones.
So cool.
So a little bit less horsepower on this
Yeah,
one?
I was just making sure that I was in the right place and that everything was working right. And
Cool.
It is. So first I asked for a boost drop before I asked for a boost gain.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, so it's been a day full of GTRs, and I think after this we're going to go E85 on Evans, and we're going to post up the numbers of what it does on E85.
Y'all gonna see this car a lot more, I think.
Yep, a lot more.
So yeah, I mean we're not quite done with it, but we ended up at, oh wow, it literally just cleared the second that I said turn. 509, 524.
Go ahead.
All right, well, for the moment we're gonna be done because Brian's gotta go.
Yeah.
So you aren't gonna see the next little bit, but we're gonna switch this to E85, maybe after a few more pulls. We're not quite done with pump gas. We're sitting at 505 and 524 right now. I probably have some room to pump up some timing and get some more power out of it right there. But just wanted to kind of show you guys, you know, pulling the drive
But
shaft
we
out.
will post the graph and the numbers that it
For
does
sure.
on E85 right after this. So, but hey, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode. We'll see you next one.